What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Boss Show, where we talk about some strategic financial moves to make. Whether you're in your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, you could be any age. I'm 18. I'm assuming you're 18, but today we're gonna be talking about how to invest. So make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with the latest videos I post. I post once or twice a week. And with that being said, let's get to it. So what is investing and how do we invest? Investing is basically when you take your time, your money, your efforts, and then you put it into something, and then you expect some type of return out of that investment. Whether it's a return on your money, a return for your time, it could be a return for your efforts, putting time into doing a project, and your project turns out successful. So now that we know what investing is, how do we invest? So when we think about investing, we think about putting in something and getting a return. So I want to start out with my number one way to invest is through stocks. Stocks could be a great option in investing. It could be a great source of passive income, and it could also generate a good return. And I know a lot of people thinking already like, I heard about stocks, but what is it and how do that work? Don't worry, I got you. Stocks are basically representations of fractional shares of companies that you could buy so that you own a fractional share of the company. You could easily buy stocks from trading platforms like Robinhood, E-Trade, and Charles Schwab. And don't worry, I'll leave a link in the description for Robinhood. That's one of the platforms I use myself. And hopefully they'll have enough information down there for you where you could go ahead and click on the website and get everything you need to know about the platform. So people generally invest in stocks for some type of return. It's usually a return on capital gains or passive income. You want to buy a stock low and sell a stock high. Therefore, you'll be making some sort of profit off your stock, thus making a return on your investment. I just want to take a second out to say, hey guys, if you like the video, hit the like button. And if you like it that much, go ahead and subscribe so you can stay up to date with more and more videos. And moving on, so if you want to buy low and sell high, for example, if Apple is worth $120, if you want to buy Apple, you should buy it lower than $120. For example, $118 or $119. And then 2 or 3 days later, if the value of Apple goes up, then you want to sell Apple for the greater value. So if you bought it for $118, $119, you might want to wait until it goes up until $122 to sell the stock. Then you will have made some type of profit on your stock or profit on your return, and then that is how you invest in stocks. There's also dividends, but I will save that for another video. So for number 2 on my list of ways of how to invest is going to be real estate. There's many different ways to invest in real estate. One way is through stocks, another is with a mortgage, and there's also another one where you could just buy it and flip it. But today we're just going to focus on having a mortgage. Alright, so check it out. Let's say you have a mortgage. You pay $700 a month for your mortgage. Let's say you're in a 15-year fixed mortgage and you actually are getting bored with the house and you kind of want to move, and you fixed it up. You've increased the value of the house by a few grand and you're thinking about moving. Well, if you're thinking about moving, if your current mortgage is $700, you could take what's called equity in your home. After paying it for 3 years, you should have some equity built up in your home, and your credit should be decent enough to go apply for another mortgage for another home. If your mortgage is $700, let's say you have a 4-bedroom, you're paying $700, and you want to rent it out, you could rent it out for, I know the value around here is usually a 4-bedroom for something around $1,500 to $1,800 a month to rent out. So that's easily more than double what you pay your mortgage. You could use half of that to pay your mortgage and the rest of it to either fix up the home you have or help with the other mortgage that you're going to be paying. So if you have a home that you have a mortgage with, you should definitely consider going to your bank, going in, telling them you want to pull the equity out of the home you have, given you have equity in the home since you've been paying on the home for at least 3 years, 2 to 3 years, because you want to have some established credit built up buying a home. You tell them you want to pull the equity out. They may ask why or why not, but you want to tell them you want to pull it out, you want to use that equity, and you want to go to finance another home, maybe a possible better home for you. So those are some of the things you can do when you invest in a mortgage. Maybe you want to pull the equity out and start a business. That's actually a Easter egg to the next tip. All right, so I hope everybody liking the video so far. If you are, go ahead and hit that like button, and also while you at it, subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to date. All right, so on to the last tip. So this tip for me is hitting home. I feel like this is the best tip out of the other two. This one is gonna be investing in yourself. I just feel like when you invest in yourself, you can't go wrong. What I mean by investing in yourself is basically you might want to go to college, you might want to pick up that trade, you might want to start that business. But in my opinion, I feel like when you invest in yourself, get some knowledge, start you a business, and take off from there. All right, but for the video's sake, we're gonna go with starting a business. As far as investing in yourself, I invested in myself one day. I started a candle business, which is doing super well. I actually took a break from it for a second just so I could get some things in order, but the candle business is cheap, it's efficient, it's not a super huge market, but it's definitely a step in the right direction. With you could possibly try landscaping, or you could possibly try selling clothes. That's another one. Everybody always needs clothes. Fashion is in, it's always gonna be in. All of these things I'm naming off to you guys, like the landscaping, the candle business, and the selling clothes. Those things are cheap to start, under $1,000. The clothes, you could just simply go to Alibaba and find a vendor and pick some shirts, some pants, socks, whatever you may need to want to sell to start your business. Get it shipped to your home and start selling it. And also with the landscaping, you just need 3 main items. You just need an edger, which is also known as a trimmer, to trim the grass, and you need a lawnmower, obviously, to cut the grass, and that could just be a push lawnmower. And you also need a blower. The blower essentially is used to blow up the grass or clean off the grass or the cement where you just cut the grass. And with the candle business, for me, it personally only cost me about $500 to $600 to start out my business. That's with the labels, the candle wax, the jars, the wicks, the fragrances, everything I needed to get my business up and running. It cost me between $500 and $600. So I just want to go over these last couple tips before my phone dies, because it's really about to die right now. So the final tips on how to invest is 1, we're gonna go with the real estate, or 2, we're gonna go with stocks, and 3, we're gonna go with investing in yourself. Don't be scared to get out there and try new things. If you try to do these 3 tips, I guarantee one of these ways you will come out on top, or you will learn something. I hope you guys learned something from the video. I hope you share this video, like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, y'all, I'll see you.